announcements that we've gotten in the past year alone is unreal. Just in the past few weeks, we've had a PlayStation State of Play, an Xbox Showcase, a Nintendo Direct, and a Wholesome Direct. I haven't watched the Wholesome Direct yet, and I really need to whenever I finish filming this. But that being said, we have so many new games that are coming out, and honestly, there are a few that have stood out to me just in the past year or so that I genuinely cannot stop thinking about. So in this video, I'm gonna let you know all the games that I can't stop thinking about. I'm gonna give you some more information on the games and let you know about their release date and what platforms they'll be on. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Okay, up first we have Fable, an open world action RPG that takes place in the world of Albion, which is very nostalgic for all of us that grew up playing Fable.
This reboot follows a young hero whose hidden powers emerge during a traumatic childhood event. After a time skip, our protagonist operates as an adult, exploring the fully open world of Albion, seeking out a mysterious stranger who turned their grandmother and entire village into stone. I played a lot of the original Fable on the Xbox 360, so I'm so excited for this reboot. It looks so magical and so whimsical, and I can't wait to get into it. They are revisiting the choice and consequences aspect of the games, where your actions have lasting impacts, affecting your reputation and how NPCs perceive you, with a system that's more nuanced than the simple good versus evil meter. And from what they've shown us in the gameplay trailers, it seems to be so much more in depth than the original consequences meter that we had in the original Fables. It seems like they use a reputation system where the local reputation means that you can be seen as wealthy and unpleasant in one town, but a saint in another town based on your actions. And NPCs, while some might like that you're wealthy, others might hate that you're wealthy. And while some might like that you're giving or doing good deeds, others might hate that you're giving and doing good deeds. So it's really varied between the NPCs, which I think is really cool. And they also made such a vibrant, almost living world within the game. So all the characters have their own likes and dislikes. They all have their own routines. They all have jobs. They all have families. They all have homes. It's just so in depth, and it's so crazy to think about that you're really immersed in the world of Albion, which makes it so much more exciting. Also, let's take a moment to appreciate how absolutely caked up this character is. So apparently you can make your character thick, which, that's exciting. It seems like there is a full range of character customization, which is really cool. You can change your outfits more often. You can also take on temporary jobs like blacksmithing for gold and experience. There's going to be so much to do in this game, and unfortunately it got pushed back from its 2026 release to a 2027 release, but we still don't have too much longer to wait, as this will release on February 23rd, 2027 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. And I can't wait to get back into the world of Albion.
Another game that was just announced in the past couple weeks is Spyro: A Realm Beyond.
You guys, our favorite purple dragon is back. No, I'm not talking about Barney. I'm talking about Spyro. In its first mainline original entry in nearly 2 decades, the story has Spyro in a new realm invaded by a vicious force known as the Scavs. While we are used to gliding with Spyro, this game features full momentum-based flight, and players can chain together dives, climbs, and tight turns to soar through large interconnected worlds. Spyro: A Realm Beyond is set to release in spring 2027 for PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Nintendo Switch 2. Up next, we have a cozy life simulation game called Animula Nook. In this game, you shrink down to a miniature size, transforming everyday objects like desks and bookshelves into a whimsical world to explore, build, and farm. You can craft using a shrink gun to miniaturize real-world items like coins, buttons, milk cartons to build and decorate your homestead. On top of crafting, you can also do farming and exploration. You can journey through areas like the Woopa Woods, where you can use your glider or a skateboard for traversal. Animula Nook can be played co-op and is set to be multi-platform. And you can also befriend and invite the unique villagers called minis to live in your town and build relationships with them. Customization is a key aspect of the game, from customizing your character and outfit to decorating your village.
Unfortunately, there is not a release date yet, but you can wishlist it on Steam, and I believe it'll be coming out, I want to say, on Xbox and PlayStation as well, just from what I've seen online, but I don't know if that's actually confirmed or not. But I think about this game at least once a day. It looks so cozy and it looks so fun, and I feel like it would be a perfect spring or summer game to play. but I'd be happy for it to release whenever. The next one on the list kind of surprised me because it's a franchise that I've actually never played. But God of War Laufey. And if you think I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, you could let me know in the comments, but that's how I heard the director say it in the YouTube video.
Alright guys, this is actually my newest obsession, and it occupies all of my thoughts and my time, and that is God of War Laufey. This is the next chapter of the legendary God of War franchise. After awakening unexpectedly in a strange land after her death, Faye, or Laufey, discovers the plans that she put into place to protect Kratos and Atreus, I could never get that right, in her absence are now at risk. To save the ones she loves, Faye must fight through the afterlife of the gods, the Everywin, where ruthless gods from across mythology vie for power in a land overflowing with dangerous magic. You guys, I honestly have had zero interest in the God of War franchise until I saw this trailer and then watched the gameplay trailer, which is unreal. If you haven't watched it yet, go find it and watch it. It looks so good. It looks so fun. And since seeing the trailer, I have started God of War, the 2018 God of War that released on the, I think, PlayStation 4, but I played on the PlayStation 5. And I'm loving it so far. I guess I didn't really know a lot about the series. I had seen people talk about it, people playing it. I knew it was good, but I honestly knew very, very little about it. And I'm loving it so far, and I cannot wait to play God of War Laufey.
And honestly, I've been seeing a lot of hate online about this game, and it's the same song and dance we all know. A female lead. It's so woke, a female lead. You know what I have to say to those people? Get over it, brother. This one's for the gamer girlies. We are so excited for this game. It looks so good.
There's so much that goes on in the trailer and the gameplay trailer that I can't wait to find out more about. Different characters like the cube and the ribbons on the sword. I just think it's going to be so whimsical. It's going to be so fun. We get to play as a female character, as the lead. It's just very exciting. While this does not have a set release date yet, we do know that God of War Laufey will be coming to the PlayStation 5 console. I'm really hoping that we get some more information about this year, and hopefully a release date that we can look forward to. But let me know if you plan on picking up God of War Laufey and how you feel about the new female lead. I know a lot of people say it just doesn't feel the same without Kratos, but I think it's going to be exciting, and I think it's going to be fun.
Moving right along, another game that just makes my inner child so happy. Pokemon Winds and Waves.
Okay, it is finally time for Gen 10 of Pokemon, and we are getting Pokemon Winds and Waves. I remember when this trailer went live, I was at work and I had it playing on YouTube on my phone, and I'm like freaking out and weeping and crying in the break room because I'm so excited. I was making everyone watch the trailer with me. This game looks so good. It looks like such an unbelievable step up from Scarlet and Violet. It's unreal. I'm really hoping it's not buggy like Scarlet and Violet was, but it looks so good. And from what I understand, from what I'm seeing on Pokemon's official Winds and Waves website, it says these new titles feature an open world to explore. So we're getting an open world Pokemon? Is that what you're saying? And don't even get me started on the starter Pokemon because I could go on forever. We have Brout. He is a Beanchick Pokemon and he's a grass type. We have Pombon, a puppy Pokemon, and she is fire type. And then, of course, Gekwa, the diva, a water gecko Pokemon, and obviously water type. These will be releasing exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2027.
Okay, we are getting close to the end of our list here, and this game is one that was announced a while ago. Like, I think a long time ago, if I'm being honest. I don't remember the exact timeline, but I know that we've known about it for quite some time. And that game is the Haunted Chocolatier.
Haunted Chocolatier is an upcoming life simulation RPG from the Stardew Valley creator Concerned Ape. You run a chocolate shop in a haunted castle, gather ingredients, craft chocolates, and fight enemies in a more action-focused combat system than its predecessor, all while building relationships with townsfolk and ghosts. So as far as gameplay goes, the core loop, you collect ingredients, make chocolates, sell them in your shop, and manage your business. Combat is a lot more significant than in Stardew Valley, and it features weapons, shields, and a stun mechanic for cautious players. There's more exploring, and the world is much larger and deeper than Stardew Valley with new enemies and bosses. And you will have to do some shop management, which is exciting. That can be really, really fun, where you're going to design and customize your chocolate shop. Like in Stardew Valley, you can build relationships with the NPCs, and in this one also helpful ghosts with more conversational interactions in Stardew Valley. There's crafting with intuitive chocolate making with a focus on delighting the player. The atmosphere is going to be a mix of cozy and mysterious with a darker and more somber feeling than Stardew Valley.
So while it's going to share some mechanics from Stardew Valley, he has said that it's going to have more of an action RPG kind of vibe, I think it'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. But again, there is no release date for this, and so far it's only expected to come to PC, but I'm sure that'll change over time because Stardew Valley is on literally everything. You can play Stardew Valley on your phone if you want to. So yeah, I'm excited for that one, and I hope we don't have to wait until 2030 to play it. Okay, and I saved my personal favorite for last, and this is one that I've been thinking about for a long time, but it's been a rumor for a long time, and that is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake for the Nintendo Switch 2. This is set to release exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026, so this year. We don't have an exact date. They said to stay tuned for more information, so hopefully we get more information soon. If I had to guess, I would say that we're probably getting this like as a holiday release, and also if we could get a special edition console with it, that would be incredible.
I could honestly go on and on and on about this remake, and I could go on and on about the trailer and just Ocarina of Time in general. I know that I am not the only one that has such fond memories of this game, playing it growing up with siblings, with cousins, with parents, with whatever. This game is so important to so many of us, and I think that they're going to do such a good job with this. One of my very first thoughts when seeing this trailer was, oh, they're giving this the Final Fantasy VII treatment because it looks so good. It's exceeding my personal expectations for what I wanted the game to look like. Now, as far as what they're going to change in the game or add to the game, I'm pretty open on that. I know some people don't want anything changed. Some people want everything to kind of stay the same and just visually look better. I think that's an unrealistic request. For a lot of remasters, they do add to the game. They add story elements, they add locations, they add even just like mini games or certain dialogue, whatever. I think it would be awesome to keep it fresh and whatnot. As far as voice acting, I think that would be awesome if it's done correctly. Like I said, I have so much that I could say about this remake, so I'll probably have to make a full video for this. But hopefully we get some more information on the remake soon, like hopefully a release date, as it is releasing this year in 2026 for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up this one. I just realized my mic has not been on this whole time. So I'll probably refilm my intro, but I'm not refilming the rest of that because it came so organically. And I'm just gonna leave it. But if you watch this entire video, thank you so much. As always, there's always something chaotic that happens in my videos. If you watch any of the previous ones, if you come to a live stream, there's always something going wrong, but that's my life. And I've just learned, I'm very type B. I've learned to just kind of flow with it. But if you watch this, thank you so much. As I said before, I have not watched the Wholesome Direct, so I'm thinking, should I do a cozy part 2 and let you guys know all the cozy games that I can't stop thinking about? That's a rhetorical question because already in my mind I've decided that I'm going to film that. So stay tuned for that. Again, check out my Instagram and my bio. I'm a lot more consistent on Instagram than I am on YouTube. As of now, I'm hoping to change that. But yeah, be sure to check that out. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.